Good afternoon, everybody, media and guests. Thank you very much for coming. Welcome to the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup 2019 Captain Media's Day. This cricket background, combined with the rich diversity of the local community, has provided us with the perfect location to talk about what we hope is going to be an exciting and progressive and truly inclusive global cricket event. So we are ready to bring on the captains of the 10 competing nations at the ICC.
Oh, it's a good question. I think England have been in great form over the last couple of years, and along with India, they've probably been the standout performances. So you'd have to say England are definitely the favourites. It's a different tournament. Once you get out and start playing, the pressure takes over. So it'll be.
I think in a 10-team World Cup, it's going to be extraordinarily competitive. I think for us, it's called home advantage for a reason. We get to spend a lot of time in our own beds. We get to see a lot of our family and prepare like we have done for a number of years now.
There's always going to be a huge fan base for us anywhere we play in the world. I think England is probably in their conditions the most. All 10 teams are so well balanced and so strong, and the fact that this is a tournament where we have to play every team once makes it all the more challenging, and I think that's going to be the best thing about this tournament.
As Morgan and Kohli said, all teams are really balanced. They all are make a good team. So I think wish them all the very best, and people watch, I think, great cricket here. If you see a past record of Pakistan in England, or 99 World Cup or 2017, so Pakistan past record has very good in England.
We played lots of cricket last few years. I think we have great experience in England as well. So we try to do our best. We came early to get some confidence and get used to the conditions. We're trying to do our best.
Yeah, there were a few guys that were in the last World Cup, which is great. So there is some experience there, but naturally with 4 years in between tournaments, there is a lot of new players as well. I think the thing that stands out is how balanced all the teams are. And when it comes to the day, anything can happen, which makes way for a really exciting competition.
Yeah, if you look at international cricket right around the circuit now, you'll see very close competitive series home and away. There's not just more home series are dominating. Yeah, like the other captains were saying, I think all of us are really excited to try out this new tournament.
Every captain sitting on the couch here would lose their left leg to play in that final, to play in a World Cup final at the home of cricket.
Everybody's highlighted how level the playing field could be, and cricket is a game that's played on the day. So I just think when we come here and everybody's up for the task, and everybody knows the importance of the competition, and it's just a matter of who plays the best cricket throughout this tournament.
It's excited to be here, so very excited, and hopefully we do the best cricket and presenting Afghanistan on such a good stage.
We got a great bunch of boys. I mean, we got a good mixed up with seniors, and the juniors cricketers coming, and they played really exciting cricket. Hopefully we'll do really well. And cricket is some game that in a day you can beat anybody. If you start well, we can hanging there. Everything is dependent on starting. So hopefully we'll start well.
No, I don't think so. We are regret to play 5 ODIs. I think it's a good practice for us, and we had played lots of good quality cricket here. So I think morale was very high. This is not a warm-up match. We play a top quality cricket, top quality of side. So we have learned a lot. If you take up, either we lost the series, but we take very positive things. Hopefully we will do well as a team, inshallah.
Certainly going into the series against Pakistan, having looked back at 2017 Champions Trophy, by far and away, Pakistan were the best team in that tournament. So we know how dangerous they can be on any given day.
I think if you look over the last couple of years, the trajectory that scores have gone in this country in one-day cricket, they've been going up and up. If top orders get going, teams are so explosive these days, and they continue to keep going through the 50 overs. It could be anything.
I was just going to say it really depends on how these boys get up in the morning and come to play, because they seem to be obsessed with getting to 500 before anyone else. Look, 260, 270 is going to be as difficult to get in a World Cup as chasing 380 or 370. I don't see many high-scoring games happening at the later half of the tournament. Just the fact that you're going to get closer to the knockout stages is what's going to bring more pressure in the later half of the tournament, and I think all the teams recognize that. No one's going to go gung-ho, right from ball one.
Of equal importance is the bowling attacks and how they operate in order to restrict perhaps some of those bigger totals. We're playing on a number of similar grounds where wickets and blocks may deteriorate a little bit as well, and there are so many matches that whether some are more suited to the bat, I have no doubt that there'll be some more suited to the balls.
Your bowling attack and the kind of wicket takers that you do have in your resources is going to be very important for us as the captains. There's few X-factor bowlers in every single team. But yeah, with good wickets comes boundaries, so you just got to make sure you keep the boys nice and calm.
I think, look, India-Pakistan is always a very, very anticipated match. If you ask the players, it's very different from how the fans look at the game. Yes, you feel the anticipation and you feel the excitement of the fans when you enter the stadium, but as soon as you step onto the field, it's professional, a bowler trying to execute his skills, a batsman trying to execute his skills to the best of their potential, and for us, it's just another game that you need to win. Yes, it brings pressure because the atmosphere in the stadium is very different, that as soon as you start playing the game, it eventually is a game of bat and ball.
My answer also the same. Nothing.
I don't think we single out any game, as I said, because all 10 teams are strong and on their day they can beat anyone. Too much here and there, then there's too many things to focus on because the teams are so strong. I'm sure every team would want to focus on their skills and then turn up on the day and hopefully have that skill set better than the opposition.
I guess it's a good spectacle now to having playing all these sides in the World Cup. So you would want to play all the teams and give yourself a fair shot at winning the World Cup.
That's not a question for me to answer. I think it's about the cricket boards giving you that answer. We don't hold the authority to speak about these things in press conferences.
No, certainly not that I'm aware of. Since they've come back into the squad and the setup in the last couple of weeks, they've been fantastic. They've contributed as much as they can. Once the World Cup gets underway and we start to get into the tournament, there's no doubt that the crowds will start to play a bit of a part, but that's expected. No doubt that personally and as an organisation we've got things in place for that, but their input and output with their runs they've been making in the lead up to this tournament has been fantastic.
Did he say that? I have no idea. Okay, so that's news to me.
News to me.
News to Mongs as well. We don't really focus on these things. Even as an individual, you don't really focus on whether people want to get you out or you're being spoken about more or things like that. Our focus is mainly to contribute to the team in whatever way possible, and I take a lot of pride in performing for the team. If Jofra said that, it's a big compliment because he himself is a world-class bowler. I think he's probably going to be their X factor because he holds a skill set which is very different from anyone else. But the way he's built, he's just a great athlete, and I'm sure the England team is delighted to have him as well.
Nothing has surprised me about him. He's come in and performed exactly how he has been around the world. He gives you an option in different areas and obviously has that extra bit of pace as well. So he is exciting. The guy's very young, very ambitious, very confident, wants to play international cricket for England, and that's extremely exciting. He's at the very start of his international career.
Definitely will try our level best to win the World Cup here, but I don't know about my future.
I think the one thing we learned, and the fact that if a team on a given day gets together against a very experienced side and they just believe more that they can win against all the odds, it can be achieved. Being 2-0 up, we thought we're definitely going to win 1 out of 3. But they showed more passion, more character and more determination than us in the small moments, and they enjoyed every moment as a side, which we took a lot of learning from.
Exactly the opposite. Just no matter what happens in a series, if you keep hanging in there and believe that when you get to the big moments that you can create something, and you can go in there expecting to lose a series and just trying to compete in small parts. So I suppose just keep hanging in no matter what the situation. If you keep having a crack, change momentum in a game so quick that you just have to keep producing day after day, because we love playing the game, and at times you can probably lose sight of that when wins and losses start to take over that thinking. So for us it was about enjoying each other's company and enjoying each other's success. I think that was such a huge part of it. Everything that comes with playing in India is an amazing experience. It's just about trying to do it day in, day out.
To a degree, it is the nature of just the international game where it's constantly evolving, ever moving, where you're either changing formats or you're playing cricket in all different countries. I do think when you come to certainly tournament sport, probably any sport, where you want to see the team come together as a collective, and I think that's the best way to build momentum in a tournament.
Definitely. If you look last 30, 40 years in Afghanistan, is what's going on there. So there's one thing in Afghanistan here is only cricket now. There's a huge sport there now, and giving hope to the people of Afghanistan is one thing I think is a cricket of there. It's more important for Afghanistan is now recently is a peace. Cricket is one of the part of that. Inshallah, that there's not too much far, so we can take the peace. I'm very excited to be here. People are very excited. They are back home. Even in district tournaments there, club tournaments there's a huge audience there. Only thing in Afghanistan is only sports is cricket now. So cricket is not a sport there, it's something else in Afghanistan now.
I did hear Ricky Ponting's part of Australia's coaching staff, so I'd take Ricky Ponting.
We feel we're such a strong side ourselves. I mean, it has to be from the current lot, is it? I was gonna say AB, but yeah, he's retired now. Yeah, I'd choose Faf. Good friends with Faf. Yeah, I would love to bat with him.
I think for me, Josh Butler.
I'm pretty happy with my squad as well.
It depends on that day.
Me,
Yeah,
that guy. Virat.
you take Virat, right? Okay, Aaron.
One player that I'd love to play with, KG Rabada. He provides so much with the ball and his energy. He's a superstar.
Yeah, I think from a bowling attack right now in the moment in the world, there's a few bowlers that are hot. Jesse Bumrah is one of them. He's exciting spinner. Rashid Khan is Pat Cummins from Australia. You know, it's all X-factor bowlers. Virat is in my batting team.
If I had the chance, I think definitely I will add Ben Stokes. Yeah, definitely he is a game changer. We know what he can do. I think one of kind of player, I think definitely will work for our team.
He mentioned Rashid Khan, and he's always a pleasure to play with, so he'd be more than welcome in my team anytime.
Expectation doesn't, come out of hot air. We have scored some quite high scores, and that's built a lot of confidence within the side. But we certainly believe expectation is there for a reason. A World Cup is a different kettle of fish. You still have to play against some of the best sides in the world, all the best teams in the world.
Stuart Broad said, Owen, that no previous international ODI English batsman would get into this top 7 at the moment.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'd totally agree.
I didn't play against him, and it was a pity that even he said that, we could not face each other. So that was a pity. I really wanted to face him as well. In 3 years, this was the first time I could sit outside and actually predict 9 out of 10 balls that he bowled. First time in 3 years, and that's how good he's been. He's just outstanding with his skill set. So he just doesn't give you any time on the ball. Forget flighting the ball. It just hits the bat so hard, and before you know it, it's through your pads, or you get bowled out, or you get LBW and stuff like that. So, and he brings that fast bowler intensity with him as a spinner, which is very rare to see. So I love seeing competitive guys, and his attitude is absolutely outstanding. And I wish him the best, because when he's bowling well, you want to sit down and watch. And I think he's going to be very important for Afghanistan, and I wish him luck.
Definitely, definitely we lost the series, but because we picked Wahab Riaz and Mohammad Ahmed, these are both our senior players. That's why we announced the 17 players, so we have opportunity to pick before the 23rd. So I'm very confident my bowling attack.
For me, it's the guys that are here compared to the previous tournaments, teams that we've had. It's a lot younger in terms of the names that we have on the team sheet. We've got some players that's been in part of experienced campaigners that's been to World Cups. But there's absolutely no guarantee that South Africa will come here and win the tournament. As long as we're doing that, that's all you can control. If you're playing your best cricket, if the opposition is better than you on the day, then you hold your head up high and say, well done.
Yeah, look, I'm really excited to get into it, and for us it sort of starts before these warm-up games. The squad is together now, and it's really important as a group that we gel, and we want to be playing our brand, our style of cricket as well as we can, and focus on that.
I think it's really exciting. Playing a World Cup, it's a dream come true every player. We try to do our best. I know as a captain, for me it's not easy task, but I get the challenge, and I try to go with my boys and give them confidence and try to win matches. Each match, when I play, we are taking one by one. So we are trying to do our best in each match.
A year or two of planning and putting teams together, putting players together, putting game plans together. Just excited for the tournament to actually start now. It's been a long process of looking forward to this World Cup.
It's just something that, just how you're feeling and things like that, just as a reference, so you can go back to and try and get in the same mind. It's about staying as mentally and physically fresh as we can, as well as getting enough work in, and it's an exciting time. Anytime a World Cup comes around, it's a huge excitement. There'll definitely be nerves around, no doubt, as the tournament gets close.
Yeah, obviously nothing new from my side. I think everyone will be, talking about the same things. I think, yeah, boys, now everything is all about mental preparation. Tournament is very close. We are excited, as a group.
Very excited. If you look back in qualifying rounds, so how we qualified to the World Cup, so very excited to be here and lead the team.
It's obviously been a different dynamic and a different challenge for me personally, but I think if you look at it from a team's point of view, I think we're all excited. I think we can all share the same sentiments, and it is what it is. We've got a long time here over the next couple of weeks, and hopefully we can enjoy playing here in England and lift the World Cup.
Firstly, great to be a part of this type of tournament, and really honored to be a captaining of the country. We all are ready to play and do well, inshallah, in this World Cup as a team.
For me, it's a big honor to be captaining the Indian team at the World Cup. They're excited, as well as a bit of nerves will be there before you play that first game. From a general point of view, it's a great honor for me to be stepping out as the captain of the Indian cricket team in the World Cup.
Yeah, I think we're as best prepared as we possibly could be. In many ways, you just want to play that first game. Do your best to try and give a good accountability of your country. To put it into context, it's not something that I ever dreamed of. Captain a home World Cup is something I never dreamt of. So it's
ladies and gentlemen, the captains of the 10 nations at the Men's Cricket World Cup 2019. And the 10 of you may all leave the stage now. Thank you very much to all of you.